everyone, my name is Jacqueline and I'd like to welcome you to Auburn University's Alabama Community Healthy Marriage Initiative Lab, or the ACHMI Lab as we like to call it. We are the people that are responsible for sending out those surveys that you guys are filling out, and even though they only take 10 or 15 minutes of your time to fill out, you guys provide us with some really valuable information. And so I'd just like to welcome into our lab so you can see what happens to that information after you fill it out. So come on in. As you can see, our lab is full of students just working and processing the data. This is in a cold, sterile lab, but just full of lively people who are really interested in finding out a little bit more about you. And so in just a second, I'll have them tell you what it is that they do.
Hey guys, I'm Charlesy. I'm one of the people here in the lab who receive your surveys. When I get it, it looks just like this. And the only way I can really identify this survey is by the participant ID. There's no name or anything on it. So I know this is participant number 14 and they took Mastering the Mysteries of Love. Pretty much what I do is I enter the information from the first survey you took, and that lets us know where you stood before you took the class, and then I enter the information that you took, that you put in at the end, and that lets us know, how the class might have changed your opinion of things or helped your family. So it really lets us gauge how the class helped you or your family, and we really appreciate you guys taking the time to fill them out.
Once we get your surveys, we get them all together and they're organized, and then we enter them into the computer, and this is what it looks like. Once again, it's just a lot of numbers. You're a very important number, but still a number. We still do not have your name or your address or anything like that. So we put your answers in, and basically we use the coding system, which is again a number, and we really appreciate your
A lot of times if you'll hear on the news, you'll hear somebody say, recent studies show. Well, that's what we do. We do the studies that show whatever. And so our whole goal is to see whether the classes are actually helping you in your relationships, or, so some of the things we look at is how you feel about yourself and your ability to do the things that you want to do in life. And so we just kind of look to see, are these classes?
I think for Angela and I both, when we see the data, we know that each line in our database, that is a real person. That's a family who has sat through one of these classes, or a teenager in a high school who, they're starting to think about relationships and hopefully thinking about them in a new way. So that's pretty exciting.
Lily, and that's Emma. And they're, on good days, increasing our morale. She's 2, so you can imagine it has to be a good day. But they're the ones, they kind of remind us of the importance of the work, right? Because this is the reason we do it. We do it because we know that healthy relationships are really important for children's outcomes. And so they're the reason we do it.
So I hope that after having the opportunity to meet some folks and see the lab, you guys are a little bit more comfortable with sharing with us. We want to thank you again for taking the time to participate, and let you know how much we appreciate that information. You guys are helping us help families and kids of Alabama, so thanks very much.